Hey guys, it's the Gregster from CMP Films bringing you all the latest painting tips, tricks, and styles as well as scenery, tricks, themes, and resources. Now what I'm going to do today is show you guys the basic steps on painting a Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Iron Warriors. Now the colors may be different, but the basics are all the same no matter what you're doing. Whether you're a different race, whether Warriors of Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings, or a dwarf from Warhammer Fantasy. It's all the same basic, right? So obviously you want to get your colors down, what kind of colors you want, secondary, primary. So once you got that, and once you've primed them, spray painted them black, so once you've done that, you want to start on the primary colors, right? It's just way easier. Alright, so obviously I've started on this metallic, which is obviously the primary if we look at this guy, right? So I've totally coated this guy in, this guy's headless, but anyways, I've totally coated him in the primary color, and I've started on the secondary color, which is gold, right? So I've started on the gold using a fine detail brush, right, to get those nice crisp edges, right? So I've got him underway. Now after you do the secondary, and if there's a third color, right, a third main color, right, so do those, right, because they take up the most space and they're the largest, right. Then you're going to start on the details using your finest brush typically. So at this step with this guy, I'd be doing his horns, right, on his helmet, and his eyes and such details like that, right, and the yellow stripes and such. Now, after you've done the details, right, you got the details all nice, you've done touch-ups, right, you got everything totally completed, right, like these two guys, my sergeant, and then my soldier. Once you got that totally complete, what you're going to want to do is use a wash. Now, what these do, you don't have to use them, but they're really cool. Now, what these do, they dim it down and make it much more war-torn, right, give it a war-torn kind of look, right, a prestigious look, too. Now just look at the metal, right? Same color. I used Vulcan metal on both of them, right? So they both looked like this kind of bright metal color, right? Before this guy was washed, right? So the metal really dimmed down compared to this guy, right? This guy's all nice and shiny, whereas this guy's really dimmed down, right? So that's what they do, and they fill in the cracks. Now these horns used to be very close to white, right? But obviously now they look really dark, right? The cracks have been filled in with this wash, right? Now what you want to do with these washes is really, if you're going to put them on, just smother them on, right? Just put it everywhere in large portions. Instead of just dabbing it on, or else it won't do much. So once you did your wash, right, he's all nice and painted, right, like so. What you're gonna do then, if you want to, some people don't, but most people do, put a base on him, right, or paint his base, right. So obviously I gave this guy using this color, Astro Granite. I put on his Astro Granite, right, gives that kind of city kind of look, right, destroyed rubble kind of stone kind of color, right. So that's what I did for his, and after that you're done the miniature, right, pretty much. You can do other stuff, right, but so yeah, that's pretty much how the basics on how to make a Warhammer 40,000 miniature. Now the basics are the same for everything, right. For these guys, I would paint them all black first, right? Then I would work on the silver, right? Silver is kind of secondary, primary, but whatever, right? Then I'd work on that, right? Then after that, after I've done the black and the silver, I'm going to start working on the details, right? His face, the bow, details on his sword, right? Those kind of things, right? Same with the dwarf, two primary colors. The blue striping is the secondary, and the chainmail is the primary, right? So, same steps for all, just different colors, different models. Also, I highly advise using all Citadel paints, tools like the saw and the clippers and stuff, spray paints, brushes, because they're designed specifically for these miniatures, right? So yeah, that's pretty much how to create a miniature. Thanks for watching, guys. Watch my other videos. Thanks. Bye.